Well, I got a couple things going on this morning. This is Easter Day. Happy Easter and happy 420 to y'all that celebrate it. I know I do sometimes. Got this plaster and foam bust from Raymond Chilo Lopez, and I'm going to paint it up because I need to get this to my buddy Chris. This is going to be for him. I got a couple of other orders to get. I got a Jason Goes to Hell head I got to get done, which is just going to be a blown up head for a customer. And then I got a mask, which is still drying in the mold. But thought we'd take a stab at this, at painting this guy up. So let's get started. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this in human form for like a part 3. Because it doesn't really have the it doesn't have a whole lot on it that would say that it's anything but. So what I'm going to do, as far as the details go, so I'm just going to base it out real quick. And I'm going to start right here on the top. Now, I've never painted plaster before, so this is the first for me. And Raymond, I do have this molded up for you. I am just now, I'm melting down some clay to pour in there so I can fill the mold and make a clay copy to do the adjustments on it for you. So that's the process that's being done right now over there on the other side. I'm just melting down some clay in the crock pot to get that done. I'm going to start out with trying to base them out in a light color here. Let's see if I can get you guys up close here. We'll do flesh colors all the way around here. This one's from my buddy Chris Hedrick. I've owed him one for a while, but with all the orders and projects and everything that have been going on, it's been difficult to pin down one for him. And I figured, you know what, this would be a good one. He can hang it on his wall in his house. And it's perfect. It's actually perfect for him. So I'm just going to do light flesh tones here. And then turn them around. And see, this is a back of him. Turn it around and do a light flesh tone on this side. And barely see it. Trying to get it to stand up. I really want to get this thing set up where I can balance it on something right here so it'll stay put and hold up while I paint it and airbrush it. I want it to be as stationary as possible. Going slow and easy with this because I don't want to bop all the paint on there and drop it all on there. It doesn't need to be fully sprayed. And so I'm just going to put down a kind of a dirty flesh tone on him. I've already got some dirt on them, so that'll work. Now, Chris, if you're watching this, you got to be very careful with this. This plaster, if it drops, it'll crack and break. So you want to be very, very careful with this. Now the remolding I'm doing for Raymond is going to be a part 6 style Jason, which I'll also silicone mold for him. And I'll be doing that in the box mold so he can slush these in resin and foam fill them to make, wall hanger backers for himself, to do. So I'm just doing a molding project for him on this. Chris, I could probably get this up to you and Michelle this week. I don't have any immediate plans to be up in the Hickory area, but, I can make a trip up there, so it won't be a problem for me to do that. I got the house, got the roof done. As far as I can do for the next couple of weeks, got to wait for money to come in for shingles. So, for anybody asking about these, Raymond Cheeto Lopez is the man that makes these. I think he does blanks as well as he may paint them up. I don't know if he paints them up or not, but I know he does blanks. So if you guys are interested in wall hangers to paint up for yourself, Raymond Cheeto Lopez is the man to see. He's on my friends list, so. Let me add a little bit of water just to thin this down just a little bit. You got like a more base color in here going. Turn it. Get this side of the head done. Okay. I'll step behind the camera. Let me get this side down here. I'm going to turn it a little bit. I'll go with a little bit of darker, just a light darker, just kind of. Oop, that might be too much. We'll find out. And get up under here and make sure to get up under his ears and everywhere. Okay. I'm going to turn this back around right here and darken up the top of his head a little bit. get this section here done. And the whole side over here I've missed. Stupid bugs and moths in here flying around. Okay, now I gotta get his eyes. And get this all the way around. Oh no, fuck, look at that. Stupid shit. I'm gonna blend that in, motherfucker. Well, that's gonna go in there and just fucking smooth out, so. It works. You make dribbles of paint, sometimes you have to fucking do this shit with this. You make it work. We'll get the side. Okay, now I gotta do the eyes. So I gotta go in and turn around the eyes. Oh, fuck. I'll get that damn splat. I hate that paint splatter. Make sure we got it all in there. So now he has eyes. But his eyes aren't done yet. Now I gotta take this, clean out the brush. Do one more outer skin layer real quick with a different color. Blend it in. And I'm going to dry brush a little of this on here just to make it look a little dirty. Clean this out. Spray the residual paint in here just to get it on him. Now, do the strap. Now these straps I'm going to do, try to make them look leathery. So I need a light brown. Let's see if this is going to work. Okay. I'm going to do that buckle in silver. That part right there is going to be silver. turn this around. Prop them up. If I stand up and stay up and fucking quit fucking around. It just quits flooding out paint. A tiny bit more. Finish this off. The one thing I not like about these paints is they're water soluble. So if I overspray, I can just take a Q-tip and water and put it on there. No big deal. I'll go over the other scrap and just kind of make sure and blend it in. I have to get up underneath. And then this one. This one doesn't really need that much. I'm just going to do it a little bit darker. And there we go. And I'm going to do a little bit with the brown, just do a little bit of dirt spots on them. So I'm just coming in here and just lightly do brown over some of the areas right here, just kind of fill them in. The ears under the mask. Make it look kind of grungy and dirty like you've been wearing it a while. And those little pock areas, I'm just gonna kind of spray like a dirt a little bit. Take a little bit of water, a tiny bit of water, and get the rest of this paint out. There we go. And get kind of a nice little light washing. And fill the holes in the mask. And I'll wipe that away, just kind of. And all that wiping and dirt, they're going to add dirt to the mask. So, if I don't like it, so be it. I'll go back in there and clean that up later if I need to. I'm just doing random swipes and wipes to kind of dirty the mask up a little bit. Kind of a benefit too, when you think about it. And do swipe wipes. Like I said, if I don't like that brown that's on there, I'll go back in and wipe it off with a Q-tip and water. A little bit around the edges of the eye. Maybe around the eye holes on the mask. Just a little shadow. Now, I am not a hockey mask artist by any means. So, this is not to be a reflection against anybody that does hockey mask. So please do not compare me to those artists, because I am not anywhere in that category. Do a light brushing overall on this in some spots to kind of make sure that I figure I got dark. Damn. Gotta light up again. shadowing around his eyes. Running right there on the edges. And dirt. God damn it! I know this is a day to be swearing. Sorry about that. Now I'm going to have to seal this with a few coats of crystal clear when it gets done so the paint doesn't rub off. So put some little dirt spots in here. Dirt in the cracks of the mask. I'm filling these holes to make sure they're good. Okay, now, here's that trick I was telling you about. You take this with water and a Q-tip. Where the Q-tip? God damn it, I swear. It's definitely not going to be kid friendly. I'm just wipe away, or I can do it with my finger. But you can just take that and just kind of smear it with your fingers. It'll wipe away. Make that mask look dirty. And pick up old brown paint, just a little bit on the edges there. I'm just going to take water and rub it on there and just kind of rub it in circles. And do this with resin too. This way you don't have a mask that's like completely clean and white and pristine. It's got some dirt effects and stuff in there. I do want to wipe away some of this. I'm just going to swing it around and wipe it off. Trying to get it and brush it into details where the dirt shows up. So you do have some areas that are dirt, some areas that are not. Now we have to get in here with a little bit of detail around his eyes. And I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do for our color. Because I don't remember what color. I think Richard Brooker had brown eyes, didn't he? Did Brooker have brown eyes, or does anybody know? I'll probably have to look that up. Find out what color his eyes were. I'm pretty sure they were brown, but I'd like to do them a different color, maybe blue or something. I got foam on my fingers I could get off. And I need a towel. Not the airbrush. I think I will go with a tiny bit of purple shading for his eyes. Just around his eyes to give it a little depth. Just a little bit of purple, not too much, bruising. Let's get the inside of this thing. Now he'll have a sinister look, but I can take that back too. What I don't like, I can wipe down and wipe off if need be. And the eyeballs, I'll clean those off. Let's keep up. What's up, baby Rain? Come here. Raina. Come here and say hi to people on Facebook. Say hi, baby. Hi. What are you doing? Want to hang in here with me for a while? Hmm? My baby Rain. Oh, that baby girl Raina. I'm going to take some of this brown that I fit in here and just kind of move it around. Kind of shade up its inside of its mask, but for where it looks like it's dirty skin, it's not solid brown. So he's got like a sinister look in his eyes, but you can still see his eyes. I'm going to clean the eye out a little bit. I need a clean Q-tip for that one. I have to take a little alcohol for this and see if the alcohol will work better. Clean it off. And I don't want to inhibit the plaster either, so I'm just using a little bit. Well, that alcohol works better. Okay, now, let me see his eyebrows. Okay. Going to do this. God damn it. Fucking dirt splatter spot. No shading here. I'm going to bring the skin up a little bit. Moving on the ears. Jawline, his chin. Go right down into the cracks and crevices here. A little bit on the skull, on the head. we go. All right. He's about done. All we got to do is get his eyes done, and that's it. Happy Easter, Roy. I appreciate that. Damon says hello, too. He actually tried to climb up the side of his cage. A couple of days ago, I opened it up. He wanted to get out. And like, Daddy, Daddy, hold me. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to take a very small, fine tip brush here. Got a little itty tip brush right here. And I'll put a very light dry brushing of blood along the lids of the eyes. Actually all in here. Because the one thing you notice in this thing is she has tear ducts. And you have to do a light brushing of blood in the tear ducts. And along the edges of the eyes. So that way, it's just very light brushing. Very light brushing. Dry brushing on the inside, the tear ducts and the lids. Oops. If it gets to be too much, I can take it out with a Q-tip. just filling in some of the colored areas that are like the wrinkles inside the eyelids. Just kind of filling that, and then the back spots where the tear ducts. There's tear ducts on both sides. He's got got tear ducts on both sides. So I got to fill those up with a little bit of dry Russian blood. Make it look realistic. And kind of dry brush over the whole eye to give them capillaries and whatnot in there. You can't see it, but it'll come out in the final product. Then we got to figure out what color his eye's going to be, and then just paint those in by hand. And then when we do that, we got to put the chevron on here. I'm going to draw that chevron in real quick. I'm going to do that chevron. Mark that out. Get that chevron lightly marked out. Then I'm going to go in with some paint and do it by hand. And I got this right here, which is a carmine. I don't know if carmine can be the right color, but I think it will be. I don't know if this is a red purple or a red red. I'll get that generally done. Then I can go back in and block it up a little bit. I just put the general chevron on there. It's not finished. It's just a general one. So I'll do this with the Q-tip, angle it out. Sharpen it up. I'll go in there and just do a decal type painting, but basically it's just to fatten this side off a little bit. Might go with just kind of like a spice berry color, like a dark red. No, that's too dark. I'll see if I got a red over here that'll work. I got a flag red. Flag red will work. Flag red's about the red color that it was. There we go. I'm going to shake this flag red up a little bit. Well, this is where I got to do a little bit of trimming to just kind of. There we go. Now I got the chevron, but I haven't finished painting it yet. I'm going to put another layer on there. So I need to find out what color his eyes are. But for the most part, that's a part 3. Done up a little dirty. Still don't have it all the way done because I don't have the eyes finished. But once it gets done, it'll get sealed with Krylon clear coat. I'll come back to it later when I get ready to finish them off, okay? Alright, appreciate you guys tuning in. Let me go do some research real quick, take a little break, and I'll be right back out here with this a little bit later on. Thank you. Rainy, I'm going to go fetch me a pencil. Daddy needs a pencil. I got to find me a pencil. Where's a pencil? I need a pencil. Not a pen. I need a pencil. Baby girl, we're going to finish this up. I got to have a pencil. Can we fetch Daddy a pencil? Can you get Daddy a pencil? God damn it. I need to find a pencil. Well, I'm going to have to do this with a paintbrush now. I'm going to have to do it very carefully with a paintbrush. We'll finish this off. Did a little research, had a little lunch. Found out his eyes are a slate gray color. Richard Brooker's eyes were slate gray. So, what I'm going to do is come over here to my paints and find my neutral gray somewhere in here. A little bit. Kind of like a blue-gray color. Not dark blue and not light blue. Transparent medium gray. I don't know if this will work. White. Alright, let's see what we got. I'm going to try this a little lighter. Okay. Bring this up. Damn. Picked a hell of a day to quit smoking weed. Yeah, wacky tobacco. Try to get, I almost stepped into it, but trying to get this put in here. Do that one. trying to match this as close to Richard Brooker's actual eye color as I can. It's kind of like it's a gray color, more gray than it is blue. So, just trying to match that color up a little bit. I'm taking a little brush and trying to brush this in here, but it's not really wanting to stick. And then you can go get a pupils. Pupils! You gotta do them in black. You got a wicked black. You gotta really be careful with this. So there's ours. We got them eyes done. Yeah. Now, we can do the chevron, a little bit more flag red, and then we'll seal it. these fine lines that I get in here. All right. And there it is. It's about done. We just got to seal him up. Now, I'm going to use a matte clear, crystal clear, like a flat clear. Where's my stuff? There we go. Got clear. This is our gloss. I think I want a flat matte. Hang on. What's up, Red Baby? Where's all my flat matte shit? Did you eat my paint, baby girl? Where did all my paints go? I got all those sealants that I put them in here. No, I didn't. You stupid shit. Stay up there. What are you falling down for? No cause, reason, or need to fall down. Oh, lordy, 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 lady, lady. Come on. I don't know where the hell my clears are. Oh, okay, I moved them. Watch out, Ray. Move. Watch out, big girl. You gotta move out my way. I gotta move here. I put them up on the shelf in the other room. Okay. I know. I know, big girl. I know. It stinks, doesn't it? Huh? Stinks, doesn't it, baby girl? It does. You want to go? Huh? Well, you gotta tell me. Talk to me. Tell me. You want to go out? Hmm? What you chuffing for? Hmm? What you chuffing for? What's up? Let me get this side. I know, baby. Gotta move him a little bit. Look at the side of his neck. Look at the side of his neck right here. God damn it. And there he is, Chris is done. Done and finished. Pull it out, turn around, take a look. There he is, done and finished. See the eyes. They're a gray color more than blue, so I had to use transparent black and do that. And then you can get him all kind of matted out. And there we go. So he's finished. And coming to you this week, Chris, I'll be driving him up to Hickory. Probably Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe. I'll see how it goes. Alright. So there we go. Him finished. And I might put a little bit of nail polish on the eyes. Make them shine just a little bit more. Alright. So there we go. And I appreciate it. See y'all on the next one.